You know, you could say it's huge. You could say it's not huge from a macro perspective. I mean, you're talking about 5% of Canadian exports. And out of a $382 billion market, it's not a huge hit to the Canadian economy overall. It is a huge hit, as you mentioned, to specific Canadian businesses, very important and politically influential Canadian businesses, the alcohol industry, the dairy industry, the furniture industry. And there is no way Mark Carney can accept that. And there have only been two countries that have retaliated against Donald Trump: China and Canada. And so you believe Mark Carney when he says he's going to retaliate. Remember his political campaign, in Canada, elbows up, a hockey term? He's going to do that. And the political pain he's going to inflict on Donald Trump is going to be real as well. So these tariffs are in effect, and it's going to be politically painful on both sides of the border. I mean, look, you can say no, they don't work. You could say it has not resulted overall in an increase in trade for the United States. It hasn't really led to an increase in investment, which is what Donald Trump is looking for. You can point to specific examples here and there, but overall, it hasn't helped. It causes inflation. It raises by raising prices. It has different shifts away from the United States. Geopolitically, countries are looking to find other trading partners. It will take a long time. I think overall, having this blanket tariff policy does not work. Targeted tariffs can work. They can work when you have a very specific issue, like with China and their unfair trade practices, and you target China in particular in a particular sector. Those can be effective. These writ large tariffs are not effective. They're hurting the United States, and it is very much hurting the Republican Party as they come up on these midterm elections. Well, if he was worried about that, he'd be doing the opposite, right? Because the states that are going to decide the Senate, the states who are going to decide whether the Democrats get the Senate back, it is they're states that border Canada. They're states that trade extensively with Canada: Maine, Ohio, Michigan, Alaska, Iowa, which has a significant farm trade with Canada. All of those races are trending towards the Democrats much more than they should be on paper. And so what Donald Trump is doing is not having an eye to the midterms. He is just doing what he does. Tariffs is his favorite word in the dictionary. He truly believes they work, and he is going to implement them. You are going to see pushback without question. It may be, you may have to look, behind the scenes, but those senators in those states who are running as Republicans are going to hope these tariffs do not last very long. I mean, they have to. It is in their interest eventually to reach that agreement. It is in the United States' interest. It's in Canada's interest. You will see some agreement. Now, how much pain will have to get inflicted before both sides come back to the table is a question. Will it be days or will it be weeks? One of the issues that I've seen, and Ambassador Greer, the U.S. Trade Representative, talked about this, and he said that the U.S. wanted a national security partnership as part of this, and that they wanted to have some type of partnership with Canada on export controls, on transshipments, on digital trade. Now, to me, that sounds like almost the United States wanted Canada to outsource its trade policy. policy to Washington. And there's no way that was going to happen. So that's going to be something that is going to have to get addressed. It's something the White House is very focused on, but that'll get pushed to the side. USMCA has to remain, or else the auto industry is really going to get hit on both sides of the border. And as you mentioned, these tariffs are exempt from USMCA from the first time. So we will get a deal, but the question is when and how much pain will it take before we get there? Thank you. Thank you.